Oi, oi, YouTube. Hello. Good morning. It's Wednesday today. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Wednesday. I don't know. Whatever day it is that you're seeing this is a card of the day reading, and if the titles appeal to you, then there's something inside it that is definitely for you. Take whatever it is that resonates and chuck the rest in the bucket, because this is tarot, and it's pointless trying to make a goddamn story fit if it's not something that is for you. So we'll give it a few minutes while I'm shuffling. We'll see who rocks up, and then we'll dive straight into the reading. We've got cards on the floor already, so let's see what it is that's occurring and what it is that the universe needs you to know right now. Oh God, I'm all set up funny today. I've not even got my chair right. There we go. That'll do. We'll take that. Messy morning this morning. I hope everybody is feeling good after the new moon in Scorpio yesterday. Feeling kind of refreshed, but my sleep was not that great. So when we get to the 3-minute mark, we will jump straight into the reading, and I'll just waffle in the awkward bit until some people rock up. So, are we finished shuffling this deck? Yeah, let's move on to the other deck, and then we'll start the reading. And if no one shows up, it's not the end of the world. There's been a lot of sirens this morning. Feels like somebody might be having like an urgent realization or something like that. Just as I'm saying that, the sun card's on the bottom of the deck. I fucking love it. So, morning everybody, welcome into everybody who's just arriving. Don't panic, we've not started the reading yet. You're not late. We're going to give it another minute or so, because it seems that everybody kind of rocks up between like 2 and 4 minutes, and I don't want to be repeating myself during the reading, so we'll just give this deck another shuffle and see if we can get any cards out of that, and then we'll do a proper shuffle and we'll jump into the reading. It's messy. These cards feel messy this morning. The energy feels slightly messy, and I'm putting that down to the fact that we did have the new moon in Scorpio last night. Also, Mercury moved into its gloriously wonderful shadow period for the retrograde. So I'm taking that energy and I'm doing the best that I can with it. So we'll give it another few seconds and see if anybody else rocks up, and then we'll dive straight in and we'll find out what it is that's occurring and what it is that you guys, and maybe me, need to know for the day today, which is whichever day it is that you're seeing this. Not me that's forgotten what day it is, honestly. So, like I was saying, the energy feels messy, but somebody wants peace. Take that however it is that it's resonating for you, and we'll dive straight in. Am I supposed to start with this deck, or am I supposed to start with the other one? Somebody doesn't want it to be messy anymore, and we've not even got any cards out. Somebody just wants like peace and not even tranquility. It's like there is no peace for either you or somebody that you've been dealing with. If it's you that's got no peace, then I don't feel like you'll find peace until you find the missing bit of your own inner puzzle at the moment. But if it's not you and it's somebody that you've been dealing with, they've recently come to the understanding that you bring their life peace. Oh, that's really sweet. Hopefully this is not a clusterfucky energy today. But they kind of don't want it to be messy anymore. There's been a hell of a lot of messy energy between you and somebody else or something else, and it's about to be over and done with. So let's start the reading now. There's some people here. Welcome into everybody who's arriving. If you're new here, hi, I'm Stevie. This is Spiritually by Stevie, and if you would like to make a booking, you can find all the details that you need on my website over at spirituallystevie.com. Morning, Bryce. I'm from Hull in Yorkshire in England, and I'm glad that you like my accent, because not everybody speaks like this where I come from. Like I've been saying recently over on my TikTok channel, on my spiritual tea and chat in an evening, my higher self voice talks like everybody else in my city does, and I don't really speak the same as that. So when I was coming into my spiritual gifts, it was a little bit difficult for me to differentiate which one was like my ego and the voice inside my head talking, and which one was actually my higher self. So I'm not going to do the impersonation of the voice that my higher self does live on YouTube, because honestly, if you've ever been to Hull before, people here don't speak kind of the greatest. Oh, Nick, you're such a delightful human being. Why don't you take that comment and go wipe your backside with it? Because there's no need for comments like that to strangers and people that you don't know on the internet. If you don't understand what it is that somebody's doing, then watch and take part, instead of coming at people with all cuss words and swear words, because we match energy here, and I'm not really sure that like I want to match your energy at the moment. So right, okay, that's enough cards. Let's just dive straight into the reading. Oh, this is awesome. Like I said, you're someone's piece, or they're yours, and it's been messy in the past. It's been incredibly messy. And whoever it is that you've been dealing with, whatever it is that you've been dealing with, you just, either you don't want it to be a mess anymore and you want to bring peace to the situation, or this person's realised that they just can't get no fucking peace without you, man. They just can't, like, they want to come out of conflict with you, and they're kind of waiting for a sign from the universe. We don't like waiting for signs from the universe here. We really don't enjoy it very much at all. But you've got to remember, everything happens in divine timing. And this feels like it's very divinely timed. I don't know what it was that's occurred in your own personal circumstances in the past, but in the past, either you or the person that you've been dealing with has just like walked away from this, because honestly it felt like it was a bit fucking much. No wonder it's messy. Oh geez. this person that's feeling like they can't do life without you, I want to say, oh, this was not supposed to be a love reading. This was supposed to be a card of the day reading, but the energy's taken over, and we just have to read the energy, because remember, that's what tarot's for. It's not some magical tool that predicts the future like everybody seems to think it is. Tarot reads energy, and this is the energy that is coming out today. So take it wherever it resonates. If it's not resonating with you, please chuck it in your fuck it bucket, and don't try and force a story or a situation to fit to you through tarot, because honestly, if you use tarot incorrectly, it can keep you stuck in some bullshitty loop that you really don't deserve to be in. But let's get back to the reading. This person and you, there's something very fucking uber magnetic about you guys. And if you've ever sat and played with magnets, you'll know that they attract, but then when you turn them the other way, they kind of repel each other and they push each other away. And this is what the energy's been, that's been ongoing for you guys for quite a while. My guide's like, someone just can't fucking get it right, can they? Well, there's been a few goes around at this, and you guys haven't been able to get it right. That does not mean that that is not about to happen, because somebody's ready to come out of all this messiness. Absolutely ready to come out of all this messiness. They're ready to leave it all behind. They're kind of bored without you. They're bored of waiting for you. They're probably watching you in some weird kind of way. Like if you're on social media, this person like checks to see if there's a sign from the universe that it's like safe to approach kind of thing. And it's always been safe to approach with you, because you're not the kind of person that like takes a grudge and holds on to it forever and ever. And the fact that you're able to do that kind of blows this other person's brain into a million freaking pieces. This person, they're usually quite chill, but when it comes to you, this person's got no chill. No chill at all. And they see you being strong. They see you doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, even though you might not really be sure what it is that you're supposed to be doing when it comes to this connection. I mean, you kind of both walked away from each other. Um, you kind of both walked away from each other, but then you came back to each other, and then you walked away, and then you came back again. Because there's something about this where I don't know if somebody was lying to you blatantly and outright, or if they were just telling you half truths so that you weren't able to piece everything together in a way that you kind of understood. Oh, this is really sweet. Like, there's this huge longing for each other, but there's not really any words that are being spoken about it. And when you both try and think about it, I mean, you're over the conflict. This person doesn't know how to get over the conflict in the same kind of way that you do, but they see you and you see this person. You see each other absolutely well and truly for what it is that you both are. And there's been times in the past where you've been like proper fucking over it and you've not wanted to deal with it, but ultimately your mind, your body and your soul always come back to this person, not in a toxic way, but in a, oh my god, this is so fucking magnetic energy kind of way. You're strong. You're really strong, like in a spiritually strong kind of way. And this person's strong, but in like a three-dimensional, practical kind of way. And it's not that they don't understand spirituality and they don't understand matters of the heart. It's just that they've never really met anyone like you. Now, either you or this person might have reached out in the past in a very different way, because that was the old version of you, and there's recently been a new version of you that has begun to emerge. It's not fully there yet, but it's getting there. And this person sees it. They see what it is that you're doing. They know that you're putting the time, effort and energy into yourself so that you can turn whatever it is that you're doing into something really fucking magical. This person, however, they're so stuck in their ego and so stuck in their 3D that they're kind of bored of that now. If you've not seen the reading that I did the other day about the Emperor not listening to the chatter anymore, and this is resonating with you, please go and watch that, because I feel like these are kind of meshing together kind of energies just a little bit. But this person doesn't want to think about you or look at you in the same kind of way that they used to, but you see through this person like a window, and you've always seen straight into their soul, and honestly, that frightens the fucking bejeebus out of them. Absolutely frightens the fucking bejeebus out of them. And they're also dropping some burdens in their life at the moment. This person's making space for you. Holy shit. They're not doing it in a quick kind of way, though. This person's very, like, do everything by the book, and you're do everything that the universe is kind of guiding you to do. You really listen to your guides and your spirit team, and you've shown this person how to do that. They're intrigued. They're learning how to put some shit together so that they can be a little bit more like you. I'm giggling because my guides are playing that song from the Jungle Book. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. Oh dear. See, yeah, you make this person fucking weak at the knees. Absolutely. Oh, this is hilarious. You're strong. And this person's strong very individually, but together, when you come together and you mesh and you merge, like, there's some kind of super strength or superpower that occurs between the both of you. And this person's making all the changes so that they can be a little bit more balanced, so that they can be the person that you need them to be, the person that you deserve. Aww. Oh, that's really sweet. There's some really innocent energy occurring in this reading today. And you've made this person look at their life in a completely different way. Now, there's definitely some differences between you and this person, whether that's a cultural difference, whether there's some kind of language barrier, whether it's a class difference. Take this however it is that it's resonating for you. But you're unstoppable when you're together, and this person kind of, they maybe didn't realize it before, they kind of underestimated you, but now they're looking at you in a whole different light. And whoa, what? They're ready to come forward and take a leap and tell you the truth and do things like the right way. There might even be some wedding bells with this person in the future. And like I said at the beginning, please don't force this to fit if it is not your story. Tarot reads the energy, like I've explained already, and energy is very changeable. Everybody's got free will, so don't try and force a situation to fit. But I don't know, you might have dreamed about getting married to this person. They're on your mind a lot, and if it's not purposeful that you're thinking about it, that you're thinking about this person, sorry, then it's them that's thinking about you, when it's kind of tugging on your energy just a little bit. There's a red string of fate here between you and this person. You were supposed to meet each other for some kind of divinely guided higher purpose, and one of you realized this at the start when you very first met each other, and the other person's only just kind of like getting it. The penny is just dropping for them, and that's been a hard kind of penny. You know, like if you drop a penny from a great height, there's a possibility that it could slice someone's skull into. Well, that's the conclusion that this person is coming to. Oh, to the haters in the comments, hi, let's just pause the reading for a minute and deal with the haters. Nick, your language is absolutely vile and disgusting. If you don't like it, this is social media. Feel free to close the page, hon, or scroll up or block me, and I'll go away, and you'll never need to see me, my spiritualness, or my tarot cards ever again. If I'm offending you by what it is that I'm doing, keep on watching, hon. Just you keep on watching. Banya, nah, I'm not that petty. I'm just gonna leave you there in the comments, making yourself look like an arse hat for everybody in the world to see. Triple J, hun, this is tarot. If you'd like a personal reading that applies specifically to your energy and the person that you're dealing with, then you need to book in for one. But what I'm reading at the moment is just the general energy that's occurring in the cards at the moment, and it might not resonate for you, and if it doesn't, that's not a problem. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's reading might apply to you, but in the meantime, there's no need to be like, oh, well, it's all BS. You obviously don't understand how tarot works, and you obviously are one of those people that come and binge watch collective readings to keep yourself stuck in your little boring life loop where you keep on going round and round and round in circles, expecting that something's going to change. Newsflash, hun, nothing changes unless you change the energy. So don't be overly reliant on tarot and tarot readers to come and help you sort your shit out, because tarot is a guidance tool. It doesn't actually do the work for you unless you make the effort yourself. So thank you all so very much for commenting. I really appreciate it, because all the comments that you're giving and all the nastiness that you're spewing in the chat, it's just boosting me up the algorithm. So thanks ever so much for being here. Let's get a couple more cards just to finish this reading off. This person, whoa. This person's having sleepless nights over you. They're kind of, like I said at the beginning of the reading, they are waiting for some kind of sign from the universe so that they know that it's like safe to approach. But when it comes to you, it's always been safe to approach. It's just because they've never met anybody that carries the same kind of energy that you do. They really don't know how to deal with you. So that's what they're waiting for, a sign on. A sign on, how can I deal with this person? How can I make contact without making myself look stupid? And with the Fool and the Ace of Swords being here, this person, they kind of know that they need to come correct or like not bother. And that's what's giving this person jip. That's what's stopping this person sleeping. If you're having dreams of this person, then they are really trying to manifest you, but they've got some other shit that's in the way at the moment, and that might be what's keeping them up at night. They might be dealing with somebody else or an other situation in their life that's kind of got them distracted just a little bit. That's what they might be waiting to be over. But this person's always held on to you, and this person feels it too. They absolutely feel it too. But when they contact you, if they contact you, it's going to be cause for celebration, and there might not be very many words spoken between you and this person. This person needs to fucking man up a little bit or grow up a little bit, put the big boy or the big girl's pants on and do the shit that it is that they're being guided to do, rather than the stuff that it is that their ego is telling them that they need to do. Because like I said at the beginning of the reading, the voice inside your head and the voice of your higher self are two completely different voices, and it takes a lot to be able to differentiate and distinguish which one's which. And I feel like this person is listening to their ego because they've got it twisted. Like I was saying at the beginning, the voice of my higher self does not sound how I anticipated it to sound. And that's what this person's having at the moment. That, is this the voice inside my head? Is this the voice of my higher self? Which action is it that I need to take? And because their ego keeps on getting in the way, it's kind of muddying the waters just a little bit. Let's see, is this person going to reach out? Are they ever going to man up or woman up and put their big grown-up pants on and do the goddamn thing? Are they going to do the thing? There will be some kind of reaching out from this person. And when I say reaching out, I use that term loosely. This could be them posting a story or posting several stories to try and get your attention. Maybe you're doing it back to try and get this person's attention as well. But there's a lot of healing that needs to be done between you and this person before you can both step into what it is that you know that it's always supposed to have been. I mean, the Page of Pentacles came out in the pre-shuffle, and this is like making a small offer, like I said, trying to gain your attention. So in a very look at me kind of way, but I don't feel the look at me kind of way they're trying to do this is going to work. But you're their missing piece, they're your missing piece, and this last bit of healing that you both need to do is something that you need to do together so that it can be overcome, so you can kind of put your swords and your wands down and call a truce. And while you're calling a truce, it's going to involve neither of you looking back to the things that have happened in the past, neither of you focusing on the bad shit that's occurred, because there has been some bad shit that's happened for you guys to come apart and go back together again, and come apart and go back together again. But the Emperor was poking out and really trying to show its face. So if this reading has resonated with you, please go back on my YouTube channel on the live section and check out my reading from the other day about the Emperor no longer listening to the chatter, because this feels like a continuation of that energy. But you need to stay strong at the moment. Don't flail, don't falter, don't fucking text them. Keep on doing what it is that you've always done and keep on shining in the most amazing way that you possibly can, because let's not forget, you already showed up as the Empress for this person and they've shown up as the Emperor for you. Whatever divinely guided mission you guys have got to go on together, it's not been completed yet. My guides are also playing that song, It's Only Just Begun. Don't worry, I'm not going to turn into one of those readers that starts singing midway through the reading. That's not what I'm about here. But this story is not finished. There is so much more. And in the past, it's been a lot of potential and nothing that's been tangible. And watch out. Here comes the tangibility. This person is healing their inner child at the moment. You've probably spent a lot of time recently healing your inner child, but there's something that you've both had to overcome separately from each other so that this divinely guided mission that you guys have got can actually take off, because until the healing's finished, it can't happen. So be prepared. if you're wanting communication from this person and they're posting loads of things to get your attention, maybe just like, maybe watch the story just so that they know, because that's the kind of sign that it is that this person is looking for. Just like a little bit of a nudge to let them know that it's kind of safe to approach you. Because previously you might have bitten this person's head off or given them a really harsh dose of very fucking blunt, actual matter of fact truth, and that's one of the things that they love about you. But they also hate it about you because you see through this person like they're a fucking window. You see this person for exactly who it is that they are. And they might not be the greatest person on the outside, but you see past all that like bravado and ego-based facade that they put on, and you see this person in a way that truly matters, in a way that nobody else has ever seen them before. And that, my friends, is an absolutely fucking beautiful energy for you guys to be in. Oh, hi Nick, are you absolutely desperate for some attention? Did your inner child not get enough attention when you were growing up? Like I said earlier, really appreciate all the weird comments that you keep on leaving, and all the weird words and stuff, but that's kind of a little bit nonsensical. So hi Nick, I hope these couple of minutes that I've spent talking to you have made you feel really fucking special, dude. Thanks so very much for being here. I'm uber fucking privileged at that fact. That's been your reading for today, regardless of Nick and the other people in the chat that have been all like, meh, 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 meh. Okay, what are you trying to do? Like, knock me off my throne? Because that's not possible. My life has knocked me off my own throne in the past couple of years, but here I am still doing the shit that the universe is guiding me to do. And if my light offends your demons, then that's definitely your issue. It's nothing to do with me. This is wonderful. Thank you all so very much for being here. Like I said, do something that gets this person's attention, because that's what it is that they are waiting for. They are waiting for a sign that it is safe to approach you. They're not as healed as you are, but because you're their missing piece, they can't heal any further until you're back in their life again. And it's not that you've never been in this person's life, because you've always been there energetically. It's just physically you guys come apart and come back together again. Like always, it always comes back to this person, and this person always comes back to you. You feel like home for this person, and they can't quite grasp it. They don't understand why it's happening like that. This person's probably researching divine connections and red strings of fate and stuff like that. This person might have even looked into twin flames. If you're not a twin flame, please don't fucking try and force yourself into the twin flame storyline, because honestly, as a divine feminine, that shit is a clusterfuck. Why people would want to get their ego involved in something like that, it's absolutely beyond me. Please remember, if you are on the twin flame journey, it's a journey of self until you are fully healed, and this person is fully healed and also is using their free will to be able to take part in the twin flame journey. It's not all fucking hearts and rainbows. It's ugly crying and rocking in the corner at ridiculous o'clock in the morning. It's dealing with all your own shit so that you can overcome it, so that you can be a better person. And there are so many people that are desperate to call themselves divine in this day and age because of tarot readers. And yes, I am a tarot reader, and yes, I am fucking hollering the truth about it from the rooftops at the moment, because not everybody can be on the twin flame journey, and a lot of people use that label to keep themselves stuck in karmic situations that they're kind of not supposed to be in. So like I said earlier, listen to the voice of your higher self. It might not sound how you think it'll sound. My higher self sounds rough as fuck and like she comes from a council estate up the road. And the voice of my ego sounds like my telephone voice from when I used to work in an office and I used to have to speak to people all day. So learn, use your discernment, listen to your intuition, and make sure that you're writing down your dreams when it comes to this person, because they're showing up in your dreams a lot at the moment to guide you. Your higher selves are already together. Your higher selves already know the drill. Your higher selves have been here many lifetimes before where you've maybe not been able to come together. Is it going to happen in this lifetime? there's a possibility it also might not do, because like I said, everyone's got free will. So use your discernment and act accordingly. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this. If you've missed some of the reading, you can rewind it now, depending on how long it takes YouTube to upload the replay. It'll be ready when it's ready, but in the meantime, have an absolutely amazing day. If you'd like to book yourself in for a personal reading, please visit my website, spirituallystevie.com, and go check out all the amazing other stuff that I do, because your girl's not just a tarot reader. I shall be back at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, UK time. I'll also be live on TikTok without my tarot cards at 5 p.m. UK time every day. And have an amazing day. Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to go and follow me over on my new Facebook page, Spiritually Stevie, which will be springing to life next week. I've also got Instagram and a WhatsApp channel now, because, well, the universe said I've got to not hide what it is that I'm doing anymore. So this is me coming out all guns blazing, even though circumstances and situations have got me in the weirdest fucking place at the moment. I'm exactly where it is that I need to be, and we'll keep on doing these regardless of whether people watch, whether people come in and start giving me shit, or whether they don't. And if my light offends your demons, then sit down, have a word with your demons, get comfy with them. You're supposed to be friends with your dark side. You're not supposed to sit in your dark side forever and a fucking day waiting for something to change, because let's face it, nothing changes unless you do. Have an absolutely fucking amazing day. I love you all so much. Thanks so much for being here. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Take care.